Everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a lovely day today. So for today's video, I'm just going to be sitting down and doing my makeup. Most of this is going to be like my project pan makeup because that's what I use every day. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys how I'm doing my makeup at the minute. And have a little bit of a chit chat. If you enjoy videos like this, please leave a like, it really does help me out, and please consider subscribing because I'm really trying to hit 700 subscribers before my birthday, and we're actually getting so close now, so I would really appreciate it. And yeah, so with all that being said, let's just get straight on into it. Okie dokie, so I did my skincare about half an hour ago, so it's nice and soaked into my skin, so we can just jump straight on in to makeup. So the primer I've been using, obviously the e.l.f. Blemish Fighting Putty Primer. I actually really like this primer. I've been really enjoying using it, and I'm going to be so sad when it's gone. I would show you how much is left for all of my Project Pan girlies, but I can't because it's a surprise. So I usually just take about this much. That might even be a little bit more than I take actually. But yeah, I just rub it in between my hands and then just distribute that over my face. I don't think you guys understand how much self-control I've had to have in trying not to purchase any new primers. I really want to get the e.l.f. like gripping primer that everybody is going crazy about. I really want to try it, but yeah, I'm holding off as best as I can. Oh, I just realised I forgot to dampen my beauty blender. Okay, so next up is brows. Where is my spoolie? So I'm just gonna quickly brush my brows kind of into place. Most of my eyebrow lamination is gone now, which is really sad to be honest. I love having my brows laminated. I'm actually going to get them done soon because it is my birthday soon, so I'll be going to get them done again, and I'm probably going to get a lash lift too. And yeah, the brow product I've been using at the minute is the NYX Lift and Snatch brow tint pen. I actually have really been loving this. I just feel like it gives like a little bit of a soft fill. I can't do this without being super close to my mirror, so this should be fun. So I like to like rest my elbow on the table. I've got an itch on my nose. I feel like there's a hair on there. And then I just basically, with the end of the pen, just like flick some like natural looking hair strokes into any sparse areas that I see. I feel like most of my sparse areas are kind of in the tail of my brow, which is where I like a little bit more definition. So I use most of it in that area. And I genuinely try to follow the way my eyebrow hairs naturally are growing, because I just feel like it looks the best that way. I do feel like I have to shake my pen quite a lot. Does anyone else have that? Or am I just incredibly stupid? Okay, then I'm going to go in with the brow gel. So this is the Essence Make Me Brow. I don't really like this brow gel, to be honest. I feel like it overfills my brows quite a lot, and it has absolutely no holding power whatsoever, but I don't mind it when I'm just doing like a light fill. I'll just chuck a little bit of this on just to kind of try and keep my eyebrow hairs in place a little bit. And obviously it's super messy as well, so I will have to clean my eyebrows up a little. Is anyone else's posture really bad when they do their makeup? I feel like I literally just turn into like a little crab, just like always hunched up into myself all the time. Okay, so now they look crazy. So I'm just gonna grab a makeup wipe and I'm just literally gonna go around them and clean them up. My eyebrows actually really need a good pluck now that I'm looking at them up close. And then I do just go back in with this and just, you know, fill in wherever I feel like I need to. Which honestly today I don't feel like I need to do a lot. Yep, okay, cool. And that is brows done. And honestly, brows is the most boring part of a makeup routine, I think, to be honest. So now I'm going to go in with my foundation. So I do a little bit of a like foundation concoction. So I obviously take my foundation that I've been using in my project pan, which is the EX1 foundation. But this does come up a little bit orange on me. I mean, I am getting a little bit of a tan. You probably can't tell because I'm super, super pale anyway. But because it does come up a little bit orange on me, I take my lightest concealer, which is the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. And this is in the shade Fair Warm, but it's pretty much just straight up white. And then I'm also going to take some of this. So this is the PS Flawless Glow Radiant Glow Primer Foundation Hybrid. So it's the Charlotte Tilbury dupe. I'm just trying to use it up. To be honest with you, that's all I'm trying to do. And this is in the shade Buttermilk. I don't think they still do this anymore. I think they've got a new one in, but they all kind of do the same thing anyway. So what I do is I take this first and I do give it a good mix because I feel like sometimes it can look a little bit glittery if I don't mix it up. And I just take a few like doe foot applications of this on the back of my hand because I do want it to look quite glowy because it's super sunny today. And then I take one little dot of this just because I don't want too much of it because it's super, super matte and really quite drying. I kind of only want it for the colour. So I'm trying to use up my concealers that way at the minute. And then I take like half a pump of this, sometimes a little bit more, but I think I'm just going to take half a pump today. And then I just give that a good old mix on the back of my hand. Then we end up with this, which I probably won't use all of this, but I try my best not to waste. And then I like to apply my foundation with a brush at the minute and then just go over it with my sponge. I feel like I used to do that years ago and I've gone back to my ways. My skin as well at the minute is actually doing quite well. A lot of the like redness on my skin at the minute is actually just scarring from previous blemishes. So I don't feel like I need a ton of coverage apart from this thing. What is that on my chin and where did it come from, please? From, because that's apparently a word. Oh shoot, I think I've took a little bit too much on my forehead. I didn't mean to do that. Oh my god, I just realised, I really hope you guys can't hear the washing machine. I just realised that my washing machine is on and it's actually quite noisy. Do just take a little bit, not down my neck, but just kind of where my face meets my neck, just because I feel like, I don't know, it just makes it blend a bit better. I don't know. I just like the way it looks. And then I just literally just go over everything with this brush, kind of all over my face. Make sure it's kind of like evenly distributed. And then I just go in with my sponge and, you know, make sure there's no like brush strokes or anything. And this will also pick up any like excess product sitting on my skin as well. Because if there's one thing I can't stand in summer, it's like having too much foundation on my skin. So then this is what my skin is looking like. You can still kind of see like my skin peeking through, so it's not like a full coverage, which I am really enjoying at the minute. I thought I just got foundation on my white / cream dress. I would have cried. Okay, so now it's time for the fun stuff, in my opinion. So next up is bronzer. So I've been using the e.l.f. Putty bronzer. I have mine in the shade Tan Lines. I feel like the only problem I have with this is when I use it on my forehead and then I powder, it just completely disappears and I really don't know why. I've been trying to take my bronzer quite a bit higher because I feel like it drags my face down quite a lot if I do it too low. So I've really been trying to do it a lot higher. Oh my god, I started watching it a while ago, but just couldn't really get into it. I just don't think I was in the mood to watch it. But I started watching Only Murders in the Building. I've almost finished season 1 on It's on Disney Plus if you're interested in watching it. It's actually so good. I think it's like super, super interesting. I love like true crime, so it's like kind of cute. They're like trying to solve the murder in the building, the assumed murder in the building, but I haven't finished it yet, so I don't actually know. And they're making like a podcast about it. It is so cute. Selena Gomez is in it. There is definitely a hair on my nose and it's driving me mad. Yeah, Selena Gomez is in it, and it's just like super quirky, and like I genuinely really like it. It's such an easy watch. And I remember Danielle Kirsty, who she does true crime videos on YouTube, she recommended it like ages ago, and I tried to watch it back then, but I just don't think I was in like the right like mood to watch it. But now that I've like fully got into it, I literally can't stop watching it. Like it's all I can think about all the time. Like the other night, I really wanted to edit a video just so that I could keep ahead. I've been doing quite well at that lately, and I just could not. I couldn't concentrate because all I was thinking about was the Only Murder in the Building series. I just really want to finish it. I think there's 2 seasons as well, so once I finish the first one, I'm definitely gonna straight away go and watch the second one. But yeah, it's been so good. You'll have to let me know if you've ever watched it. If you have though, please no spoilers, because I will be mad. But yeah, I'm genuinely like really into it at the minute. But then I do just like to go in with my sponge and just kind of blend around the edges just so it doesn't look as harsh. Obviously my sponge will just have like a little bit of excess foundation on it, so it just kind of helps it all to blend into one. What is my hair doing, by the way? Like, what are these bits? This is because I didn't straighten my hair. Like, I've been trying my best not to straighten it every single day, and I've been doing really well. But then stuff like this happens. Like, I just want to have my hair like quite messy up, like out of my face. For blush, by the way, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm in Pinkgasm. And the way I actually like to do this is I like to squeeze some of it out, and instead of putting it directly on my face, I like to put some of it on the back of my hand. Yeah, so I just want my hair to look nice and messy, and I can't because it looks like garbage because these little bits just keep coming out around my ears. Then I just pat some of it in on my brush, and then I kind of pat the excess off like so. I just feel like I like the way it looks when it's just a little bit softer. I love this colour, but I feel like it's so easy to go overboard with it. What series have you guys been watching at the minute? That was rude. I recently have gone and watched all of the Thor films. I know that's not a series, but yeah, I went and watched them because I had watched a few of them in the past, but I'd never watched all of them. I think like was it the last one or the last 2 I hadn't actually seen? But I actually love the Thor films. Yeah, and obviously I've been watching Only Murders in the Building. And I recently started watching Two Broke Girls again because I absolutely love that. I really want to watch Dance Moms again, but I can't seem to find it in the UK anymore. Please tell me it's not been taken away because I love Dance Moms. And I recently wanted to watch it again because obviously it was all over my TikTok, and I was like, oh my god, I could just go and watch Dance Moms, like. But yeah, no, I couldn't find it. So if you know where to watch Dance Moms in the UK, let me know, because unless I'm being incredibly stupid, I genuinely can't find it. Same kind of thing with the bronzer, by the way. I just like to go around everything with my sponge just so that it's not super harsh. I feel like this is looking so cute today. My hair is not though. Oh my god. Okay, so now it's time for concealer. And the concealer I have been using is the NYX Bear With Me Serum Concealer. I really like this, but I feel like with this, in the weirdest way, I have to put more concealer on because if I don't, it just looks really textured under my eyes unless I put like a little bit more on than what I do normally, which is just a bizarre concept to me because I just got into the kind of routine of like less concealer is more, but yeah, no. Now I have to put quite a lot on. So I just take a pump on the back of my hand. In fact, it's probably not even a full pump, to be honest with you. And then, where is my concealer brush? Then I just take it and I pop it under my eyes. Like this, and then I'll let that sit there for a minute, and then I'll use whatever's left over on the brush to carve out my eyebrows. And then I just also cover my lid in this concealer as well, because I'll use it as a base for my eyeshadow. And then I just blend this out with my sponge and pull my crazy little concealer faces. And then just because I usually lose like a little bit of the blush colour, I just go back in with the brush with like no extra product and just kind of stamp a little bit of the blush back on. Just like so. I just always do that because I hate it when I lose my blush. Then I've been using the rest of this powder, so it's the PS Blurred Out Skin Conditioning Powder. I actually love this, so I use that under my eyes, and then for the rest of my face I've just been using the Fenty Beauty powder. I just have a mini one at the minute. I'm looking all over the place because I'm looking for my brushes. So I just take a little bit of the Primark powder on this Real Techniques brush. This is just called a setting brush, and I'll just reblend out any creases that may have formed. Just pop that powder under my eye. I try my best not to actually take too much powder under my eye because I don't want it to look like overly dry. Yeah, like that's perfect. So my under eyes nowadays, I actually leave the tiniest bit, like not tacky, but you can kind of still feel that there's cream under there. I just feel like it lasts under my eyes a lot better, and I can like not touch up, I can like use my finger to like pat out any creases I get in the day just a little bit better. I'll just quickly do the other eye. Okay, so the camera stopped recording. My camera has like a timer on it. It doesn't record past a certain amount of time, and honestly the amount of times I don't realise that it stopped recording is so bad. But yeah, I just finished setting under my eyes, and I just started to set the rest of my face with the Fenty Beauty powder. Honestly, this Fenty Beauty powder is probably my favourite powder ever. I love how it sets my skin down. It keeps my skin set all day. It also smells like cake. I absolutely love it. It smells just like vanilla. And I feel like I don't need to use a lot of it to set my skin either, because it is quite matte. But so long as I don't use too much of it, it actually looks quite nice. Oh my god, guys. How am I already planning Oakley's first birthday? How is he going to be one already, please? I'm not going to have a baby under one anymore. I'm actually so sad. I'm genuinely so sad. I can't believe he's going to be one already. Like, it's come so fast. I actually can't get over it. My little baby boy is going to be one already. What the heck? I'm thinking of doing like just teddy bear themed like balloons and stuff. Obviously it's only going to be like family, because obviously Oakley doesn't have any best pals right now, does he? So yeah, it's just going to be like family and stuff, so I'm not going too insane, but I just want a little something that you can look back on pictures and it'll just be cute. And honestly, to be honest, the first birthday party is more so for the parents. I think like Aurora, when she was one, I was like, no, she doesn't need a party. Why would she need a party? Like, she doesn't even have any friends. It's just going to be all of us lot, like as in my family. And then literally the day before I was like, actually, I want to celebrate her first year of her life. So yeah, I did her a party. And it was so manic and so rushed. But it turned out beautiful. But obviously, I am, what's the word? I have experience now. So I know that I'm going to want a party for him no matter what. So I'm already in the process of planning it. He's going to be literally 1 in less than 4 weeks now. Oh, so like, it's like a weird moment. It's like a sad and happy moment at the same time. Because it's like, he's not a baby anymore, but you don't want them to stay a baby forever. But at the same time, it just goes so fast. I might just do a little bit more. I feel like around my jaw area is where I always seem to lose my foundation, and I feel like it's because I don't set it. Like, I genuinely don't think I set it at all. I think I always skip this bit. Let me just make sure. So I'm obviously an oily girly, so I'm gonna set my face for the first time, and obviously I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Stay All Night setting mist. I really like this setting spray a lot. Just give it a shake up and then pretty much drench my face in this. Honestly, if you don't drench your face in setting spray, you're doing it wrong. I love how on the bottle it always says like, use 3 to 4 pumps. No. I always use so much. Then I'm just gonna let that kind of, you know, set into my skin a little bit. Usually I do like a little bit of tidy up now and put my products away. I'm not gonna do that right now though, because it'll be really noisy. So I'm just gonna let that sit and set for a minute, and then I go in with my sponge and just kind of pat over everything. Make sure the powder that I just used isn't looking too powdery on my skin, whilst the setting spray is still somewhat dry, and it's mostly dry, but I feel like this just takes away any kind of powdery look on my skin. And honestly, I don't know why I even bother, because in literally an hour or two it will be a little bit oily anyway, so then I don't look powdery at all. So I didn't set my eyelids with powder because I like to leave them tacky. So I'm just going to quickly use the Beauty Bay Fiery Matte palette. And as you can see, I literally just go in for this shade here because I just use it as like a setting shade. It's like a bone kind of a colour. I'm just going to take that bone shade and just, again, pat the creases out on my eyelid. There's not usually that many on my eyelid because I don't actually take that much concealer on them anymore. I used to put loads on and it's just so unnecessary. It actually looks worse. So now I don't put that much on, and this will just help all the other shades blend into it. Honestly, I'm not doing anything too crazy today anyway. I'm literally just going to use 1 or 2 shades on the lid and then maybe a shimmer. Yeah, we'll use a shimmer today. I'm feeling sparkly. Honestly, all my brushes need a really good clean. I might do them tomorrow. Have like a little bit of a Sunday reset. Maybe. Now, I'm going to go in with my Naked Heat, which obviously is my palette. And I'm just going to mix together... What do I want to do today? I think I'm just going to use Low Blow, which is this one here. And I think I'm just going to use that on like the outer corner of my eye. And then I'm just going to use like a shimmer on the inner corner. Obviously, I'll take this up through my crease as well. I'll just go in with the previous brush and just try and help diffuse out those edges a little. Why does my phone keep going off? Like, honestly, I wish you guys could understand this. It doesn't ever ever go off when I'm not filming. The second I sit down to film, it like pops off like I'm Miss Popular or something. It's doing my head in. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. So obviously just do the same on the other eye. Then I'm gonna go in with my favorite shade, which is Lumber, which is this one right here. It's like a rose goldy shade. I'm just gonna take this on my finger. I always usually make a mess when I do this, so try and be a bit more gentle today. Then I'll just quickly diffuse these edges out a little. Then I'm just gonna take the inner corner and brow bone shade, which is this one here. It's called Ounce. I feel like this is like so nostalgic of like old school YouTube. I remember when this palette was literally the only thing anyone was using, and this was actually the first high-end palette I ever brought. And honestly, the fact that it's not even that used is embarrassing. Because I used to save it as if like, why is my phone going off? Yeah, I used to save it as if like I was ever gonna get through all of these shades. And now I have tens and thousands of these shades in my collection, so I need to work through them so I can buy some new palettes. So now, last little bits now, it's time for bronzer, powder bronzer. So I'm going to use this one. So this is the Doll Beauty Gimme Sun bronzer in the shade Light. They've obviously changed the packaging for this now because I've had mine that long. But I just want to do a light little dusting of bronzer because I feel like I want to be more blush focused today. I say that and then I always go OTT with bronzer. I can't help it. Don't mind being a little bit more bronzed on my forehead, but I'm just not a big fan of the like massively bronzed cheek anymore. And now for blush, I want to be glowy, so I'm going in with my good old faithful Milani Luminoso. I feel like this pairs really nicely with the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm as well. So I much prefer a blushy look over a bronzy look, so I don't mind going in a little bit OTT with the blush. Keep going to look in this as if it has a mirror in it. Honestly, it's kind of getting to that time of year where I usually take it on my forehead as well, but I'm actually refraining on doing that because I don't know if I like that look anymore. But I can pretty much guarantee that at some point this year I will try it again and probably fall in love with it. Okay, and then I still do love highlighter, so I'm going to go in with this highlighter. It's the ABH Iced Out highlighter. It's a really pale highlighter, but it has like a little bit of a gold kind of a reflect to it. I just really like the way it looks. And I don't take anywhere near as much highlighter as I used to, so it's going to take me forever to get through all the highlighters in my collection now. And I just kind of keep going backwards and forwards in like a circular buffing motion until I'm happy that it's all blended into my skin and not just sat on top of it. I always struggle to do this side of my face. I can do this side really easy, but this side, not so much. I just feel like it looks so cute. And then I still take highlighter on my forehead in the same kind of motion, just to make sure it's buffed in. Then a little bit on my nose as well, even though the blush that I have on today is super glowy, so I actually could probably skip this step, but it's summer. I want to feel glowy. I'm loving the way this makeup is looking today, by the way. And now I just set my face for the final time. Okay, so you might be able to hear the bath running in the background because Kane's just got home from work. So now I'm just going to go in with mascara. So the mascara I'm currently using is the Mascara Revolution. Now this had been in my drawer for a while but I like it. However, I feel like the formula is super dry, which I do usually like when my mascaras dry out a little bit, but this is just like, it feels like it's almost too dry to use. So I'm gonna keep using it until it starts to flake up on me. You know, when you start to notice like the little bits of mascara like crumbles on your face. And then I think I'm just gonna toss it. I don't think I'd buy it again just because it's too dry even for me. And I actually do like, I prefer my mascaras when they're a bit like dried up. I was gonna curl my lashes today, but honestly, I really can't be bothered. I had my eyelashes lifted when we went on holiday and I absolutely loved the way they looked. And it's genuinely something that I want to go and get done more often. I think you have to leave it like 8 weeks in between sessions though, and I think that will work out fine with my birthday. So I think I'm gonna book in to get my eyelashes and my eyebrows done at the same time for my birthday. And I absolutely love my brow lady. Well, my brow lady and my lash lady are the same person, but she's actually amazing. And now I don't trust anyone else to do my brows, not even myself. Okay, so my camera is flashing at me like crazy, but I just did the rest of my mascara and I'm gonna go in with lips. So the lip combo I've been using is just a lip liner from Primark in the shade Foxy Nude. And then the lip gloss I've been using is my e.l.f. Mint Melt Lip Plumping Gloss. I don't think you can get this anymore, but they have like plenty of lip glosses that are very similar. So this is kind of like my go-to makeup look at the minute. It might change up a little bit soon because it is getting into the warmer months, so I'll probably be using a lot less foundation and stuff, but yeah. Let me know what you think. If you enjoy videos like this, please leave likes. It really does help me out. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss when I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday and Saturday. And yeah, please do consider subscribing because, like I said, I'm really trying to hit 700 subscribers before my birthday and we're so close. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go before my camera dies. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.